Get on my nerves. Oh, me and this camera is fussing. But I said, you know what? I need to start using it. What up? It is Saturday. Welcome to my world, Treva. Hi, Treva the Diva. Swirled. And I'm just here. I am so here. I just got out of the shower. Just got finished washing my balls. I feel amaze balls. Oh, you know what I was getting? Some vitamin E. I love these little capsules. And so I am just going to have a moment to myself, and I'm going to have a moment to myself, and I'm going to share it. This is a very intimate moment, darling. I'm still in my towel, dear. You like that? So let me first get my lips together because that's important. And I'm actually going to try out a facial product. I had to do some karate moves to get it open. I also, oh, these are are these soft? These are hard. I prefer the soft gels. It's easier to bust. Anyway, these little gels. I be making a mess with them all over the place. But anywho's, so yeah, so I'm like, let me just have a beautiful day that I want to share myself with you. I'm gonna first, I wash my hair. I'm on my schedule. And I love the fact that I've been on this schedule with my hair. So I cut my own hair. I I actually recorded it and everything. And for the life of me, all my life, my hair was so dry. You know, had great hair, but it was just so dry. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even know that it was dry. I didn't. One day when I used to live in New York, right, I had to go to the DMV. And so one day I'm sitting up in the DMV and I just thought I looked so cute, honey. I had me a full-blown afro. And one thing I love about my hair is that it can go from like, you know, like this to really curly, where it's like loose kind of curls, to almost seemingly 4C. It's just a range of texture that happens with my hair. And I love that because it allows me to be extremely flexible with my hair, which I love. Anywho's, had this afro, boo. I was like looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I look so hot stuff, okay? And when I tell you, this person sat in the back of me at the DMV and was like, damn, her hair dry as shit. And I was like, oh. And I just act as if I didn't hear it. And I was like, is it? And a couple of years later, or probably around that time, I noticed in the back of my hair, it started getting shorter and shorter and shorter, but like almost like it broke off. So I said, oh, I think it broke off because of like not applying enough moisture. I say all of that to say I am now over that. When I tell you I get my moisture on, I am constantly, every week, doing something, applying moisture. So I do the co-wash 1 week, next week a deep wash. And then every several days, like 2 or 3 days, spray it down, reapply a quick moisture, whatever I'm doing. Whether if it's something that I've store bought, like this, you know, a hair product that's store bought, or if I just go in with like my coconut oil and stuff like that, let me tell you. And honey, I was washing my hair today. I was like, oh, what is that lusciousness? And so what I did back in April of last year, I think it was, and then again, no, it was December. Definitely in December, I said chop, chop, chop. Okay. And I cut it quite short. It grew back so quickly. So now I'm just like, let me make sure I keep my routine. It's warmer now, so I don't straighten it in warmer months because it's like pointless. Child, you go out there all straight. Honey, I'd be looking like Michael Jackson when he was a child of Jackson 5 so fast. I'd be like, A, B, C. It'll be terrible. So, that is the thing. So right now, I'm just going to respray it because I've been out of the shower for a while. And I usually do a deep mask, but I just realized I ain't got one. So what I'm fitting to do is, and see, the great thing is I can always go back and do this. I am going to use this moisture butter. I just found this stuff under my sink. Carol's daughter. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I have some product. Because I haven't bought any product. I've just been using like olive oil, coconut oil. And I need to get some more shea butter. Isn't shea butter so good? I love me some shea butter, child. I love it. Ooh, I'm going to have to go and put on a shirt soon. I usually do. I don't know why. Oh, it was hype. Okay. See, now I don't like the way it feels. I can't describe it. It was really soft at first. It's getting on my nerves. All right. Let's go in with, I'm going to try to make a huge heaping out of this thing. I don't know why I feel like that. I feel like, see, I definitely need my deep mask. All right, let's see. This helps to distribute the product. Yes, so honey. Oh. People call me when I'm trying to record. So yeah, child, I used to be, my hair was dry, and it's so crazy because when I would wear my hair out sometime, I would get so many compliments. And I remember when the natural hair community became like a thing, and I said no, and I wish I would have had the knowledge and understanding of business and brand building and putting yourself out there then, because I'm like, but then I realized, well, what could I have teach people, because I wasn't doing right. So now I'm doing right, I make sure that I'm fully, thoroughly moisturizing. That is apparently very important. You got to moisturize your hair, but overly moisturize. And when I used to watch those, I said, oh, that's too much. See, I grew up, my mom didn't really take care of my hair like that. She wasn't, it was in locks. We left it that way. She washed them, my locks, and that was it. It really wasn't a situation where we had this mother and daughter moment through hair. And I like that, and I think that we need to take more time to do that. Like women bonding over hair, or just having that bond. You know what I mean? Especially something like a mother and daughter. Turning off the TV, put down the phones, sit your kid in the kitchen, wherever you do hair. Growing up, a lot of households did them in the kitchen. And just really bond and vibe. And don't, you know what I mean? Oh, that is so beautiful. Okay, there's some shedding here, but not too bad. I think I'm going to put some mousse on it. I don't know what to do for right now. Maybe I just put some mousse on it and diffuse it. Oh, I'm going to change my shirt. Hold on. Hey, I'm back. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to use some curling mousse. I've had this thing forever. I might as well peel this off. I don't throw away things. I do not throw away things. I like to get my use out of it. I'm not interested. You know how sometimes you can go to people's houses. They got 18 of the same product. Like, why you need 18? One isn't enough? Okay. It's crazy. Every time they go, no, you don't need anything else. So, yeah, I try to use everything up because, honey, things are high and they don't need to be high. And it's so crazy because we complain about things being high, but I'm like, people are still buying. So there's buying power out here. I think it's just a change that is probably hard for people to get used to, you know. I wonder, should I comb it to the front? See, I don't want the product to be in my face. Yeah, no. All right. So now this, oh, honey, this hair dryer. And see, this is why it looks like this. You see how yucky it looks? But it works so good. So I'm like, but this is what I used to do because I was like, how did this get so yucky like that? We'll see. You see how my hands are, and then after dealing with my hair, I'll go and, so I'm not going to make that mistake anymore. I'm going to rinse my hands off. But I guess I'll just use alcohol and clean that. Make that a project. I shall film it. You'll be here too to watch, yeah? Yeah, honey, it's a mess. So, child, I said this hair was dry. Broke all off in the back. Just broke off, honey. I said, oh, wow. I said, you know what? No, this is ridiculous. I know better. I need to keep a much better routine for my hair. That makes no sense. And I feel like especially we have to learn how to take care of ourselves. It's so important. Like, take care of you. Yeah. Take care of you. It's so important for people to take care of themselves. And I feel like a lot of times we think that you have to have a bukus of money or be considered an elite classman or something like that in order to have nice skin, nice hair, nice teeth. No, you just have to take care of yourself. Right? Maybe the only difference is that people of that elite class, they can pay someone to take care of them. You know, so it's either you pay someone to take care of you, like your maintenance and keeping you up, or you do it yourself. I believe in doing it myself. Do it yourself. DIY your life, DIY your personality, DIY it all, DIY your intelligence level. You can do it yourself. You can shift who you are yourself. So that's one biggest flex for me, is just realizing that and coming into my own power. Do you know what I mean? Because it is so difficult a lot of times being out here and feeling a sense of powerlessness. You know, you feel like you have no control over the way you look, over the way you, and that is, we have to regain our minds, honey. You have to have power over your mind. So, and that is pretty hard because we're so distracted. There's so many introductions to so many things. Oh, I have a diffuser. Oh, I should take that down, but I don't want to. All right, I've never diffused my hair. This is my first time. I see people with curls doing it all the time, so I'm like, well, let's get into this. Let's see how this works. Just like that. That's why I'm saying comb it to the front. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting the hang of it now, though. Well, what would be the sense in doing that? I guess to dry it, shouldn't I be stretching it out while I'm drying it? I don't know. I guess this is fine. I love taking care of myself. You know what? When I was younger, I started living with my grandmom. I just love my grandmother. I thought she was so cool. But anyway, and she would always say to me, Treva, I just love the way you take care of yourself. I was like, really? She said, yeah, because look at grandma. I don't have any teeth. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry about that, grandma. Yeah, well, what's those in your mouth? Baby, these dentures. I didn't know what dentures were. That was the scariest thing. Being at my grandmom's house and realizing that she wore dentures, like that moment was, for many years, traumatizing. I'm okay now. I believe that I can look at dentures sitting in a cup without being triggered. Possibly. It hasn't happened. So I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I think I'll be okay. Okay. All I know, one day I went into the bathroom late at night, flicked on a light, and there was a mouth. And I thought I was in like some type of mad scientist house. I said, oh my God, whose mouth is that? It was a lot to deal with. My cousins had to explain, those are grandma's dentures. You thought she had her teeth. You thought those were her teeth. I did. Those teeth look amazing. And they looked incredibly real. Like it looked, and then she would sit there and pick it. And I'm like, I think that was the one real tooth. She had one tooth. She said, I only got this one. I said, wow, that was jarring. Just one tooth. Out of how many is in the set? It's 36 or something? 34, 36. You got one. Okay. Well, what happened, baby? So, we have to take care of our skin, our teeth. We have to just take care of ourselves. I just think that's so important. I don't want to outsource the care and maintenance for myself too much. It's nice to treat myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind, like, especially in the summertime, I'm due for a pedicure. I usually do it myself. But I, at least, not gonna lie, love the idea of getting like one pedi a summer. Maybe two. I've only actually managed just to do, it's like a treat for me. I don't make it a routine and then it's like expected, and I try to minimize the luxuries, my expectation of certain luxury, because you never know when you need to be flexible, and then you get so accustomed of doing this thing or something being done for you, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't move. You can't do that. I don't want to be that kind of prisoner. And I was almost like that with the car situation, but I knew that I felt like I had a bigger plan. So, but to be without a car right now, I just thought that was just not going to happen, darling. And then it did. And I have to be flexible because I exhausted all my savings. I exhausted everything. So I'm like, as I start to rebuild again, you have to be flexible. You can't get the same things, and it can be a little bit challenging. So as I'm rebuilding, that's why I like to focus on getting stuff, because over the past couple of months I've been just sticking with products that I've had around the house. Even my face, so my face is huge. So my face isn't huge, but it's a huge problem. Well, I don't know to say problem. I'm tripping. Anyway, my skin, that's why now I'm really going to start using this camera, because I want to make sure that there's a clear visual of truly what my skin looks like. And with a camera, you can get that done. You can accomplish that. Those damn phones everywhere, all of them got filters on it. So I really want it to be seen how crazy my face has gotten. And I noticed that I'm breaking out up here, and I hate breaking out on my forehead. It's just some things, that I want to. My eye bags, okay, I have bags. It is what it is. It's part of my charisma, darling. Pero I can still work on minimizing it a little bit, And so I've been really working hard on watching what I eat. I drink a lot of water. I'm sipping through water now. Water is not a problem. Water is not a problem, but I do notice a difference when I am using less makeup, like foundation especially, and I'm eating more fruits and vegetables. Definitely, obviously, notice a difference with that combo. And my herbal teas. Okay, and then aside from that, I notice a huge difference when I have great products that work for my face. So when back in the day, oh God, it was so hard. I was so pimply. I had acne in high school, and then I went on to have adult acne. I said, I thought this was going to stop. Somebody was like, well, Treva, are you having sex? I was like, well, no. That's why you got acne. Just because I'm not getting any doesn't mean I have to have acne. People just make up any old thing. I swear somebody told me that in New York when I was in my 20s. So then all of a sudden, I noticed that it just stopped. My face got clearer. I did introduce natural products into my routine, like straight aloe from the leaf. Coconut oil with tea tree oil. I make my own toner I don't have any, so I have to get some witch hazel and tea tree. That's my only toner. I'm not buying any other toner at all. So just with doing these things consistently, I noticed a huge difference with my skin. And then I felt the confidence to go without makeup. Love makeup, but I don't want to have to rely on makeup. You see what I mean? I think you're going to start to see a common theme as we talk more. So, But I was like, you know what? I was using CeraVe. I've been using CeraVe for quite some time. Love it, with the 10% benzoate. Love that for acne. And I feel like I benzoate better than the salicylic acid for my acne. So for the more smaller ones, you know, you use the salicylic acid. So sometimes I'll have both. Maybe I'll get a face scrub that has it and just use the wash with the benzoate. Anyway, I've been looking for some products, some clean products. You know, you got to do like this because everything that's printed on the label ain't true. Sad, but true, you know. But I did find Arincea. So I've never heard of Arincea. I was actually just doing a search about products and I was like, oh, I want to see what this product is about. So I'm going to wash my face today. It's the very first day that I'm washing my face with this. And I'm going to just try it. So supposedly plant-based product. And it has all good natural ingredients. This is fresh green rice mochi cleanser. Let's see what we got. So we gently care for your skin texture with the Arincea cleanser made from plant-based recipes. It is designed for deep cleaning, leaving your skin clean and refreshed, giving it a natural glow. Created with Arincea's unique recipe, it's made fresh with vegan natural ingredients. So thus far I'm seeing glycerin, water, sodium, cocoa, glycinate, pure nuts. It's a lot of astrac, hydropropyl starch, phosphate, serenate, propofediol. It's some root extract. So it ain't clear cut to the point there. So I heard good things about it. Let's try it. Let me take the blow dryer out the sink. Don't want to get electrocuted, you know? Don't want that. Okay. I took the Lord have mercy. So I'm hoping that we have a good reaction. I'll link it. So if you want to try it out too, you can. But I'm gonna wash my face every day. This is giving me a nighttime vibe. So we'll see because I generally do like to cleanse my face with honey in the morning. All right, I do like the packaging too. It's kind of cute. Okay. They know how to package these products, don't they? They know how to package these products. I love this felt matte feeling, the texture. So cute. They know how to, oh, honey. Let's see if we can open it. Oh, could you imagine? You can't even know. They know how to market a product. They got their product together. Did you give me a spoon? Yeah. Okay. You gave me a spoon. Oh. I smelled this before. I know that scent. I've had products similar to this. I know that scent. So okay. We're nice and silky. We're nice and smooth. I love it. We're nice and thick. We're heavy. I'm mad I'm giving a review. I'm real hype. But I really do want to try this for my face, honestly. All right. Let me just give me a little spritz. I don't feel like moving the So yeah, I definitely want to focus on my skin. I love having beautiful skin, and as I'm aging, I definitely see a small difference. I don't really see a big difference. And it's crazy because people be like, you 40 something? Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't think I look that young, to be honest. Just like beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, I guess, so is how old or young you look. I love doing this. Okay, let's give this a little rinse. Whew, okay. I think I'll use too much. I can't wait to look at that clip, run it back. Cause I was like, wow, what's going on? All right. And so generally what I would do next is use my toner, but I don't have any toner. So what I'm going to do is just make my little quick serum. And my serum is very simple. I'm gonna just actually mix it in my hand. I make batches for myself, but sometimes I don't always feel like making batches, which is dumb because this is intense because I have to, open up the tea tree oil, get a capsule too, and then open up the coconut oil, have it all ready to go. So I bite these first. Empty that out in my hand. Let's do another one. Yeah. This is a lot. So yeah, honey, it's a mess. I started taking care of my skin and using more natural products. Notice a huge difference. And the funny thing is, it was lasting. You see what I mean? It was lasting. My skin, even if I put on makeup, I might get a little breakout or something like that. But it was lasting. I got a lot. That's the other thing too. It's hard to get the right amount. Later I'm gonna pluck my eyebrows. So we're gonna have to give this a minute, but to see how it works out. I'm gonna do it every day, in the evenings, and then just do my honey. I have to make a batch of aloe and lemon. But I love taking care of myself. I do. I love taking care of myself. It feels luxurious. It feels uplifting. It feels empowering. It feels harrowing, right? To know that I have control over myself. I have control over my growth. We have control. Sometimes people, how many girls back in the day wouldn't go places or wouldn't do things because they didn't have money to buy a full-fledged outfit? Well, if you know how to go to the thrift store and put some things together, honey, you don't have to be at the mercy of whether you have enough cash to get an outfit, or girls who won't go anywhere because they can't get their hair done. You can't do your hair. You can do a simple ponytail and be fabulous. That's another reason why too. I want to take care of my hair. I do not want to destroy my shit because if you ever get in a situation where like you become so reliant on wigs and weaves, and then you get in a situation where you have to remove said wig or weave and you fucked up under there, that's a rough situation. That's a rough situation. That's why I think I like the fact that E. Kane has normalized, the girl on TikTok, normalized like just having her bald head or whatever, because it's like, yeah, you know, most people are under there, but her hair is beautiful. She looks like if she really focused in and took care of that hair, honey, she could grow that hair out. She could grow that hair out, boo. Okay? But child, okay. So this is what we're doing Saturday. I am going to do a couple of more things here, and then I'm actually going to head out. Speaking of going to a thrift shop, because the Juneteenth rally is tomorrow. So I've been getting me like little pieces here and there. I gotta share my pieces. So I just been like introducing new things. You know what I'm saying? Get myself together, getting back into a routine. I fell off from the morning walk routine. I gotta get back into that because my body needs it. But I've been doing like other exercises in the house to help with like the prolonged sitting and stuff like that. And I'm surprised I really don't feel that bad. Like I've been really stretching my hips, forcing these hips open. I've been cracking them crab legs. Crack them crab legs. Come on. Crack them crab legs. Sing it in the back. Crack them crab legs. Woo! Wanna crack them crab legs. Crack them crab legs. Crunch. Could you imagine? I got into a position, I was like, crunch. I really want to do a split, and I'm so pissed I haven't been working on my splits either. So I got to get it together. Boo. I've been a little bit stressed lately. So this has felt so good to get in this bathroom and just have my time. You know, sometimes I'm so blessed and I forget, like, you know, I can get so caught up in my own world of desire that I forget the very blessing that is me. I'm here in the moment. Enjoy myself in the moment. Enjoy my thoughts, my goofiness, you know, all the characteristics I picked up along the way. Enjoy them. Have fun with them. Be merry with them, darling. Yes. So it's a good day. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to see my mom a little bit later on. My brother's still here. I think that's probably who just called me. And that's it. So I'm going to see you again. I'm going to put up but I think this is going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me tell you this before I go.